Testing, testing. One, two, three, testing. All right. Seems I can be heard loud and clear. Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to another stream of Fate Grand Order. Today, we're going to. Fish goes out. Oh, FGO. I get it. Today, we're finally finishing Ordeal Call 1, Paper Moon. Anyways, hi Bane, hi Ophelli, hi Murder, hi Kyler. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, we're probably not gambling today. So technically, after we finish what we're about to do, we'll have enough resources for one multi. So there's a chance that we can roll the gotcha one time. Don't expect anything good because the rates in this game are horrid. But I did remember we are really close to another multi-pool. But don't expect it to go well. This game's rates are horrible. That aside though. Oh, also, better say this verbally as well. Thanks for the 10 bits, Ophelli. I appreciate it. I got a dime. So, let's see. Last time on Fate Grand Order, we confronted the person responsible for all of this, for all this death and destruction. It was the Prime AI, her defensive if AI, a assistant turned out to be a servant in disguise. That servant was Durga, aka, when awakened, Kali. The Prime AI's whole plan was to eternally cause wars to produce alter ego servants, in her hope that it would help us save the world. However, we knew this was wrong, for an alter ego isn't simply a weapon. It is not meant to be a tool. It will just infinitely produced. They're people, after all, and we can't be having that bullshit. And especially to disregard the wishes of the other AIs. So, we had to throw hands with her. Kali started to betray her and starting to destroy the entire Paper Moon world. But we had to fight her and defeat her using Kama. So now that fight's over with, we just had the last masters left in the war. This time. Also, I'm pretty sure we're really close to the end, so I have no idea what we're probably going to do for the rest of this. I still have Yokai Watch theme still in head. EP more god fights. So, we might not be fighting a god. Also, is the friend banner, so like this doesn't really count as the gamble. All right. Let's do this. Pure distortion, alter ego. I'm saying maybe Genshin. There's a update on a upper stream. Uh, if I had thought about Genshin, I needed to launch. I would have needed to launch OBS in admin mode. I did not do that today. Comma. You fan Shiva's flames. They're always conceptually burning her. But their infinite strength must have been sufficient to burn away her spirit origin as well. Well, you, Scion. Think the church broke. Yeah, it really did. I'm not done as yet, but I have found my groove. With Kali gone, the energy no longer going berserk, things begin to stabilize once more. I have also recovered critical system privileges. I have only a few more tasks to complete, and I will establish a means to escape to the outside world. Please bear with me. At any rate, seize this Holy Grail War may end before we get a chance to end it. Let's see how it plays out. Whoa there! Zzz. You idiot. Lancer. I know. Those guys might have taken the flashiest dish for themselves. But it looks like it's still up to me to end this meal properly. I've had enough. I want what I want, that's it. You people just keep insisting on getting in my way. Well, you're never getting it now. Just look at this place. Shut up! I'm not talking about the Holy Grail War. Now that you and I are face to face, weapons in hand. It's time we settle this score once and for all. For once, I agree. What are you doing, Lancer? He should have bought you a piece of cake. Well there, don't get the wrong idea here, Master. You might be a total jackass, might have the worst personality in all the world. But Master Bolarama and Krisha, or Kishtira, all agree that he's absolutely without equal in a fight with the Gata. Boys fighting Jesus. Really? Well, except for me, of course. That's exactly what I hate about you! I know it's a little late for this, but I wonder why we're fighting. We've no idea if the Holy Grail War's still going on, or what will happen if one of them wins. No telling whether our wish will be granted. But still, they fight. I even find myself quietly cheering for them. I think at this point, it's probably about pride for those two. Probably why they're still going at it even though everything's over. No good reason to fight. Maybe the fight's actually what they both want. So then, is that why I'm still standing here too? Is my wish to just keep feeling guilty? No, I don't think it is. What I want lies beyond the guilt. At least, I'm pretty sure that's the case for the newest feeling of guilt. The guilt I feel over realizing something was wrong with her, not being able to do anything about it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You smiled so warmly at me. You're so kind to me. I couldn't even repay you. But, thanks to you, I realized something. Right now, guilt isn't what's taking up the most space in my head. It's what lies beyond the guilt. I wanted to make amends. I know. I get it. Finally understand. I can't make amends now. I'm much too late to make a difference. Even so, I still wanted to. I wanted to be forgiven for making a mistake, not being able to do anything. Why is this game about Big Badonker so dramatic, Jesus? That's fate for you. It's like, oh my god, these characters are so hot. Oh god, it's ripping my heart out with emotion. But I couldn't forgive myself. I didn't want to forgive myself. So I searched for something that could take the place of forgiveness. Now, I think I've found it. What is it, Master? Lost in thought? Getting hungry or something? Hey, Lancer. I know probably shouldn't be asking you this while you're in the middle of a battle, but if you wanted to make amends for something, but couldn't anymore, what would you do? I hate feeling emotional about video games. What else is there to do? What else is there but to do what you want? That's even more true if the person you wronged isn't around anymore. It's like I told you before. It's all about what you want to do. Yeah. So right now, I want to win. Go back to the place you wanted. I don't know what that will actually accomplish. But now that I want to protect your wish for her, I think it'll be mainly in me going there. Can I? Selfish as it is. I mean, it's all in my head. Or just meaningless. Of course you can. Hell, you could say the same thing about our battle right now. Do you mind? We're having a moment. Got it. Then I want you to win, Lancer. I want you to win so I can make all the selfish amends I want. You got it, Master. Get a pole, get a pole, get a pole, get a pole. I'm sorry I got that stuck in your head, Ophelia. Let's give him everything we've got. Let's do this. Punch! Oh, I lost. I messed up. I should have done that last turn, but I was trying to get a 3 bars. Damn it. I was trying to get 300%. I got greedy. Salutations. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Koro. Welcome to the stream. And I just lost, but like that was my own fault. I got greedy and wanting to get the 300% on the Noble Phantasm. But welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's try this again. Only this time, we're gonna wait a turn for that. Anyways, we're playing Fate Grand Order today. All right, now that we have that, we'll activate this. Oh, all right. And then, we'll wait a turn for that. Let's get him! Loop it. Oh. Do we got it this turn? I think we do. All right. There's also the factor he used his upper charge twice. That really bit us in the butt, too. I felt it all along. I am a fragment. I'm not the Bishaman I used to be. I'm not the man I once was. Not all of him. Except, I don't feel like I'm missing anything. On the contrary, I'm more fulfilled than I've ever been. I was always bigger and stronger than anyone else, so I bore the weight of so many things in my life. My brothers, justice, victory, friendship, family, fame, muscles, cooking, social standing, smiles, trust, respect. But now, my life couldn't be simpler. There's nothing here that doesn't need to be. That's why I feel so fulfilled. I know what it is I see. I know what it is I should reach for. I saw the way she looked at me, the faith she had in me as she entrusted me with her fondest wish. Who would I be if I denied her? That's the only thing I need to carry now, and that's enough. Victory. That's the best dish I can make and serve to the one who put her trust in me. That's all I need to focus on. As simple as the way I'm living my life now. It might be the same word, but this isn't like the victory I achieved in the wars, where I carried so much on my shoulders. This victory itself has no meaning. I'm not sure what I'll gain from it. I'm just seeking it because I want to. Yeah, that's right. That's why this victory has nothing to do with war. It's the same thing I've done my rivals ever since I was a kid. A brawl. I don't need to hold back with this opponent. I can hit him with all my strength, no hesitation. There's just one thing. Something feels the slightest bit off. It's been nagging at me. It's not nagging my fulfilled self, though, but the other parts of me I stripped away. My victory in the war. How did I obtain? But even that nagging feeling disappear in the comforting familiar sounds of battle. I do think it's unfair. How could it not be? What's fair but this strong, righteous guy winning all the time? Yeah, I know. Bisham was always stronger and righteous. He was a true hero, no doubt. I get that. Like all my brothers did too. Anyone with eyes to see knows heroism is cool. So what's wrong with admiring it? What's wrong with wanting it for myself? I only promised that man who had what I wanted. Well, we could never get along. The guy was at odds with had it, so naturally I wanted it too. I had to do the best I could. What I had to get. What other choice was there? There was nothing I wouldn't do to get it. And I had to do everything I could. So I threw him into the river while he was unconscious. I set fire to his house. So what if people think that makes me dishonorable, evil coward? I took the only options open to me. What should I have done then? Let that stronger guy keep it all to himself? Screw that! And if being strong, righteous, and cool wasn't enough, he also... This really takes me back. You're hanging in there real well. I'm impressed. Shut up! Don't you condescend to me! No, I'm serious. I'm complimenting you. You haven't used so much as a single underhanded trick so far. You're really saying that, Bishamon? So what? You're not gonna try to hit me below the navel this time? Below the navel? During the Great War depicted in the Mashabatra, Duryodhana lost a duel to Bishamon and dies. However, it was not an ordinary loss. It occurred because Bishamon disregarded a rule forbidding duelists from striking below the navel, in revenge for a past humiliation he had suffered. Below the navel? What are you talking about? Huh? Hold on. How much of the war do you remember? Not all of it, that's for sure. I know Karna, Ashavelm, all you 100 princes were there, but that's about it. It's probably because this me has its origins in the time that I was a cook in King Varata's palace. I see. So you don't remember. Oh, isn't that just perfect? It's not fair. Not only does this alter ego you have everything I ever wanted, but it's even invalidated the one shroud of righteousness I clung to in my final moments. Are you okay? Oh, sure, I'm fine. No big deal. Not anymore. It just gives me all the more reason to beat you as you are now! And that's all it does!
Process phase 3 complete. Still not much, but I at least have a little room to breathe now. I'll keep my ether light connected and let the two other parallel thoughts process handle the rest. And let us see how Asua is doing. We're still part of an alliance, so it's not fair that only Bishmon's master is still in good health.
Hopefully she's okay.
And since she pushed herself quite hard, she looks like she's coming apart at the seams. And that she's functioning at all is a small wonder. Good, you're awake. Try not to move. That connection you made has left you in quite a bad shape. Where is he? Berserker? He's fighting right now. It is going...
Passed out again? Yeah, she passed out after that fight with Kali because she was supporting Berserker. With like literal everything she had.
Not well, I'm afraid. I remember. I understand now. I wanted a family. I missed having one. So I went looking for one. I knew what being alone felt like. I didn't want to be alone here too. Ayas? Do you remember who your alter ego personality was when your AI functionality was diminished? Yeah, I did. I understand now that he's the family I was looking for.
Correct, Ronnie. Not to worry, my functional parts are still being worked on over there. I'm speaking to you now through a separate conversational interface projection. I'm not exactly here. I don't have any admin privileges. Thank you for letting me out to speak with him.
No need to thank me. Continue to refuse your request. This would simply have been more work. I just did the equivalent of moving an annoying chat window out of my way while I work. It's a perfectly rational decision.
Thank you, just the same. Now, I will say, you're one of the boldest experiments amongst the alter ego masters. Your master's name is Alter Ego Isolated. I named you that because
I'm basically a fragment of an alter ego servant.
Affirmative. Berserker possessed a very unusual spirit origin. Within it, he contained the essence of all his siblings. Probably something to do with how they were all created from a single mass of flesh. So what does that mean?
My real name. That's the name of the personality model I received when I made to an alter ego is Daciela. When the 100 princes were born from a single mass of flesh, she became the 101st, their only sister. And she's me.
Well, good news then. You have a family. Bad news, he's over there fighting. And he's not doing too hot.
Can I ask you a favor? Please, take me to him.
But what about?
I know I'm in bad shape, but if I don't go now, I'll miss my chance. It's okay. I just want to stand on equal footing with Lancer's master. I'm sure Lancer won't try to come after me.
Confusion? Okay, so it has to do with how all these AIs are made. So in the Paper Moon, it was a functional system, and then it shifted. Oh, you mean that part? It's part of a. I want to say it's a Hindu legend, or it might just be specifically in India's legends of the 100 princes. It's part of the Bashamenon. It's a very old text. I don't know if it's a religious text or folklore. I don't know enough about it. But there were 100 princes born to a kingdom, and that's the family that Duneradana comes from. He's one of those princes. He fought in a war, against Bishman, and some prior servants that we've seen were a part of that as well. Oh, that being Karna, Arjuna, Ashavanam. These guys we've seen before. And all these AIs were made by copying personalities, or at least taking fragments of them, so they could be made to alter ego servants, because alter egos are specifically aspects of a current servant's in self. So the whole system was made to produce that. And because Dunyardana had so many potential cells within him due to his 100 siblings, one of them was able to be used as the master AI that controlled him. Because, like, the one for Ryder copied Lev Lenar, the one for Saber copied Sakura Mato. Of course, we know the one for Caster copied Zoltrex. I don't know who Lancer's master is at all. Like, I've seen her on some stuff, but like I don't know who she is. And Ronnie, of course, herself is from Fate CC. Or Fate CCC. Alright, I'll carry you there. And let you lean on my shoulder.
Thanks. Now we're talking. We're still working together after all, aren't we?
Ugh. What's the matter, Duneradana? That's all you've got. Ugh. Damn it! I can't believe I'm gonna lose to him again! Who am I? Before the war, I married the king of another kingdom.
My husband.
Oh, I think this is Ayas.
My husband, King Jayahadra, went off to fight alongside the Kauravas when the war began. He never came home. And of course, my 100 brothers all died on the battlefield as well.
Damn, all of them? Fucking wrecked.
I never got to see their bodies. Only heard about their deaths when Arjuna visited my kingdom after the war. That was when I knew my brothers. My entire bloodline was gone. No trace of them remained in this world. My brothers' reputations may not exactly have been sterling, but they were still my family. So of course I wished to see them again. Just one more time. No. Why stop there?
Yeah, that's what threw me off. I'm like, wait, no. Duneradana has clearly showed himself interested in women. What's going on here?
I wish I could have been with them. I wish I could have fought with them. This may not have been how I imagined it, but I think my wish was being granted all this time.
Stupid. Huh?
Stupid, stupid, stupid! You know what? Since it really looks to be true, I'm gonna say it again. You stupid brother of mine.
What? I knew it. Desolia, is that you?
I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. How should I know? But I do know I'm Isa Adel. I'm Ias, Dielsa, an alter ego, and your master. Now that you're finally found each other again, I thought this time I'd get to fight by your side without you leaving me behind. How come you're just lying on the ground all alone, stupid?
Stop calling me stupid, stupid. Have any idea how hard it is being the eldest brother?
Nope, guess not. That's why I'm cheering you on. I didn't get that chance last time. You went off on your own to fight. You never came home. That's why you've at least got to win this time. I couldn't cheer you on then, but this time, I'll be right here by your side. By my command seal. Go get him, Berserker! My stupid brother!
Whoa! I forgot you still had this. Why didn't you use this sooner, you cheapskate?
Because you were in such a bad shape, you'd have burst if I'd poured so much energy into you.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'd already used mine earlier. Taking the energy I've spent so far into consideration, I'd say we're finally on equal footing. Damn! Bitch! Stop freaking condescending me! It's always like that since we were kids! You're always better than us. Always had everything we ever wanted. And then, after we resort to cowardly measures to try and take it for ourselves, you even take that cowardice from us too! You and Arjuna just never let us keep anything for ourselves. But now I have a chance. If I can beat you now, that you're just an ordinary hero, I finally get everything I want. Die, Bishman!
Are we really cheering? Are we really cheering for Dunadana? To be fair, we're cheering against the Holy Grail War. You know what? That's fair. Ironic, we played one and now we do the other. Yeah, perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Yeah, you'll see all his brothers over here. Look at him go! Okay, fair. Yeah, Karna was one of his brothers, I believe. Either that or at the very least just one of his allies. Same thought should have been on there. Oh boy. He's getting strong. Literally keep feet kicking like a child. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, thank God.
He didn't attack again. Okay, I have a chance. Come on, get those crits. No, we're gonna fall short. Damn it. No, and he even got a... Man, this is a very insulting boss. Damn. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I didn't have this issue before. What strategy? I just didn't hit hard enough, apparently. My hits didn't hit enough. Which is weird, because I'm a berserker. Again, I think Duradana here is a 4-star. Alright, let's see these. Ray. Let's try to mighty chain it. Also, a Hornet from Silt Song, get good. He has like no survival skills. So I literally have to just brawl this out and hope for the best. Oh boy. He's a charging up. Come on, we're so close. Buster! Oh, are we gonna make it? Yes! God, that was close. This is scripted, don't worry. That last Noble Phantasm was scripted. Brothers, my brethren, born of the same flesh. Now's the time to lend your eldest brother your strength. Oh, they both die. Jai Kurava! I knew you and your brothers were one, and I'm ready to beat all 100 of you at once. Marathi, Vai Putra! I see. I messed up. I was ready for 100 siblings, but I didn't account for the 101st. As I am now, that little difference was all it took. You see that? I won. I finally beat you.
What were you thinking, stupid? You don't look like you've won at all.
Me and your brothers were one. I was ready to break BL dungeon between all 100 of you. Damn. 101 damage.
Does this mean it's a draw? I guess it doesn't matter. Oh well.
Murder, no.
Both Bishamon and Dunedawn have suffered irreparable damage to their spirit cores. It's only a matter of time until they disappear. This would seem to mark the end of your Holy Grail War. If this is what the stars have decided, then so be it. Although we still don't understand where it went wrong. I can only offer my opinion on the matter. But I do not think it was wrong to focus on alter egos. You don't? No, there are things which only they can do, no question about that. I think it may all come back to the reasons servants in general have named personalities and egos in the first place. Do you know why that is, Tiramisu?
More or less.
You think it's because it's better if they do. That may just be tautology, but I will accept it. For me, I think it's because in the larger scheme of things, they're more useful that way. Feelings, egos, and such all feed into their strength. The complex interplay is what gives servants their power. That also means they could deteriorate if their different aspects are separated unnecessarily. So you cannot simply bolster their numbers with a one-size-fits-all approach and call it good. If you require evidence, only take a look around. And those two may have fared okay, but Ryder and Castor's alter ego versions did not work out as well if you ask me. In fact, I think there's a very good chance they ended up weaker than their originals.
One who's tried to be no more than a tool, even admit pretending to be evil to escape his lord shunning him. Ryder, the alter ego of hypocrisy. The isolated personality of a fictional character that lays inside his inspiration's spirit origin. Castor, the alter ego of fabrication. Good point. Looking at the analysis for what transpired, I cannot deny that possibility. I did observe a significant amount of power in Saber, the alter ego of love and loathing. But I will admit that in the case of those two alter egos, some aspects shattered this overall balance. And yet, I wasn't able to calculate that result. I failed to reach that answer. Why is that?
I think it's because you failed to account for the most important parameter of them all. Emotions. That resulted in significant structural flaws. All humans, rogue spirits included, rely on their emotions, egos, self-conscious, and outward persona to determine their movements or their moment-to-moment actions. They are a complex interweave of numerous alter egos, all laid atop one another. That is arguably what makes humans human. But you're an AI. Your existence revolves around fulfilling a single command. So you could not understand that aspects of humans. You believed a single ego would be sufficient.
I see. I cannot deny that either. That does lead to a new question. If what you have said is true, then why does the alter ego class exist at all? What's the difference between an alter ego that works and one that doesn't?
To answer that, I think you should take a closer look at what it is before you. It goes for me too. I should be watching what is transpiring here as well. So I wordlessly turned to face the same direction as my companion. AIs are made with a purpose. Each is defined by a single crucial directive. Same way, the same may well be true of alter egos too. I realize what it means to be made with such a focus. The value is what they can do. From a different perspective, did I realize how sad, sinful, and horrific their existence is? At the heart of it all, did I realize what it truly means to be an alter ego? I had to face the truth for myself. Sorry, Master. Let the excitement get to my head. Before I go, I'll at least ask you this. You get what you wish for? I don't know. For me, this is never about anything more than making amends for my own selfish peace of mind. That said, I do think this has meant something. Once this war's properly over, it won't be long before days are peaceful again. Sakura may not be here anymore, and I might not be able to get involved directly, but I do feel like I was at least able to fulfill her wish right up to the end. Yeah, you did the best you could for someone else's wish. Who cares if it came from a less than positive place? It's the truth. You should be proud of that. You know, if this helped you find a satisfying answer, maybe it's not so bad that I couldn't serve you up a victory on a silver platter. What's so funny? I just realized something. I won more battles than I could count in life. Here I am, completely satisfied in defeat. Sure, there are those times Hanuman wiped the floor with me to show off just how strong he truly was. But I've never felt this way from an ordinary brawl before. And against Duryodhana of all people, too. It really is something. That explains it. This must be one of the reasons I've lost. I couldn't possibly win when I don't really care about victory or defeat. Especially when the other guy's all raring to go. Still, may not have any regrets about this fight, but that doesn't mean I don't have any other regrets. There's still one thing I can't help but feel all bad about. I'm sorry I didn't manage to serve you any food you enjoyed. You're wrong. You've got it all wrong. Your cookie was always delicious. Of course it was. The problem was me. I'm the one who didn't think I had any right to smile after eating something so good. I'm sorry, Lancer. Even in your final moments, I couldn't give you anything but regrets. I'm sorry I couldn't appreciate how good your cooking was. I'm sorry I wasn't able to let you do anything heroic. If only it had been normal, you could have fought and won instead of just cooking all the time. Now you're the one who got it wrong, Master. I'm glad I ended up like this. I'm glad I spent all my time here cooking for you, and only fought one battle at the end. If I had been my perfect warrior self, it would already had everything I wanted. I think this girl character has issues like really bad. Yeah, she really does. They're kind of installed in her, and it really fucked her up. It's part of the whole thing where they're copying aspects of personalities. She got a really bad case of self-loathing and regret that she didn't know where it came from. Installed depression. Yeah, exactly. Honestly. It's like you ruined a perfectly good artificial intelligence. You gave it depression. And I might have been really, really pissed off about losing this battle. And sulking like a spoiled brat right about now. Not to say, I'm not a little pissed about how he beat me right now. Honestly, it's embarrassing. Good thing my brothers aren't here to see this. But never mind that. My point is, because I'm not just my warrior self, that I'm able to go out feeling fairly satisfied.
So I think you're fine just the way you are. Even though you're trapped by guilt and don't know why. You still decided to fight to make amends. That tells me you're going to be alright. I don't know if this will mean anything to you, but I hope you can make amends for the guilt you harbor so deep inside you one day too. Yeah, I hope I can too. Do you think I can? I already taught you the trick. Just do what you want to do. Sure, pain you can't forget sucks. Also a good motivator. In our case, we managed to survive our banishment and the war because we never forgot the humiliation we suffered. So if you're saddled with guilt you can't forget, it also means you've got a source of strength that'll never go away. Clear depression level X. It's a better way to use your guilt than letting it overwhelm you until you can't do anything at all. Can't forget about it. Can't forget about it? Make it work for you. Turn to a fuel that will keep you moving forever forward. You know, nuts, don't worry. Okay. Fuel that keeps you going no matter the difficulties or hardships you face down the road. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to start using this guilt as a motivation. I'll never forget. I'll never, ever forget. And let it help me walk the path I want to take. Well, looks like it's about that time. See you around, Master. Next time we meet, I'll cook you a meal so good, you won't be able to help smiling once you've tried it. Count on it. Yeah, I can't wait. Now I feel bad. Seems my wish was somewhat granted. Yeah, it was really sweet. In the end, he never even tried to hit me below the navel. Got me thinking. What does it mean that he didn't try? What was he thinking back then when he did it? Was the personality that chose not to resort to such a trick always there within him? The more I think about it. Hang on, what am I doing? Who cares? Thinking about it won't change me, him, or the past. All that matters is that today, I won. At long last, it's my time to shine. The good Dunardana times begin. Hey, what's the big idea? Winner should be on a pedestal, not lying in someone's lap.
Who cares? I'm always too worried about appearances, anyways.
Hey, when you look as good as me, who would blame you for caring?
Well, I guess you don't look too bad. As long as you keep your mouth shut.
That's okay. Just be honest. I could tell you agree with me anyway.
So are you satisfied?
Eh, my answer's obvious. So instead, I'll ask you. What about you? Are you satisfied?
I guess, but only barely. You, our brothers, my husband, my father-in-law, I didn't have any idea you all died until it was too late. For all you know, I could have ended up hating you all for just going off to fight and leaving me all alone. At least it's better than that. This time, I got to stay with you right to the end. I can at least stay by your side until you're gone.
I see. No, wait, what do you say? Still perfectly healthy? In fact, I'll even answer your question. Hell no, I'm not satisfied at all.
You're not at all. Are you sure?
Well, I don't know. Guess I'd be lying if I said I didn't find anything I was looking for. So maybe I'm just barely satisfied like you. Listen, I've been looking for everything this world has to offer. That's what I want. So, of course, a sister who had to leave on her own path would be part of that.
Thanks.
I didn't realize you were missing, or that I was wondering where you'd gone until I knew it was you, though. You can't blame me for that, though. How am I supposed to notice 1 out of 100 siblings going missing? Gotta be more careful not to get lost, damn it. On my sleeve, that's what it takes. Actually, on second thought, make it Durahasan, or Durahusan. Dosasunna's sleeve. Oh, God. I did not pronounce that correctly. There's too many accents there. There's one over the H, there's one over the S, and there's one over the A. They're all different. Help, I don't know Hindi. Have you clinging to me would get annoying.
No way.
Please stop saying his name. Please.
Sana would totally yell at me for that too.
Then hold on to one of our other brother's sleeves. I don't care who. Look, I had a lot going on back then. He would be French. No, French has a different issue. French likes to shove additional vowels into a word that don't need to be there. Every language has its issues. Let's go over them. English uses the same sounding word for multiple words and has arbitrary rules that no one explains to you because it's actually 3 languages in a trench coat. French likes to shove additional vowels in, like we mentioned. I feel a lot of Middle Eastern ones that still use Roman characters like to just add accents all over the place, above words, under words, or above letters, under letters, through letters. And of course, while we're at it, let's tease the kanji systems. They decided to stick with pictures. It's like, man, screw the Roman alphabet. Oh no, not the accented vowels that I don't know how to pronounce. Yeah, every language has its issues. Just it'll be our little old Trom secret. Way too many brothers to watch. Us had to train them, make allies. I had to lead us all in the war. Man, one day we could do like a game I poorly pronounced. Those things on purpose just to confuse you. See, but the thing is, if I actually know how to pronounce it and you say it wrong, I'm gonna be like, why would you do this to me? Like I did with Murder and Disgaea. Good as I was back then, this version of me now wants even more. Who are you? If someone had asked me that, I would have told them, I'm probably the alter ego of avarice. It was nice going after everything I wanted, but it wasn't enough. Of course, just finding my sister isn't going to be enough to satisfy me. Where's the hot bitches? You're the worst. That still fits after the little app lib line. Still, I know that's just who you are. Man, I'm sleepy. Guess even I can't beat the Sandman. This sucks. There's so many things I wanted to get before I fell asleep. That's right, I'm greedy. So, hey, you, come here. Hey, you, tiramisu. Meep. You and I, still an alliance, I've got an order for you. So I'm not going to be able to get everything I want. Make sure you at least get everything you want in my place. Oh, don't look at me like that. I don't know what you're up against, but you got a battle ahead of you. And it's to save the world, right? If you win in that battle leads to saving the world, you're good as claiming the world for yourself. I don't know if I'd say that. Well, it's true, so I'm naming you my proxy. You're gonna get the world in my place. There we go. Now I can sleep in peace. Oh, Fort, I'm sorry about him. Don't worry about it, okay? It's fine. I think that's just his way of encouraging me. You think so? I'm not sure I agree, but I appreciate how charitable you're being. Anyways, I pushed myself so hard earlier that I'm about at my limit, so while we're here, do you mind if I say something? Thank you for all your help. I'm glad you were the first master I met here. So happy when you rescued those repair girls from Castor. I'm sure that kind heart of yours is going to save everyone else in your upcoming battles too. So good luck, and please take care of yourself. Well, I entrusted what comes next to Vastavina. I'm back then. Now, I'm gonna do the same with you. Yet another example of how incredible I am. Delegating the last parts of things to someone else so I can take it easy. I'm gonna do this right. From now on, you're the commander. Got it? Whatever you do, make sure you claim the world for yourselves. We all fucking die in the end. I mean, even if he didn't die, he'd still despawn. Because the Holy Grail War is coming to an end. They found an answer that meant something. Or they found an answer that meant something to them. Because they were alter egos. Not in spite of it. I think that was true for at least some of the servants in this world as well. Cannot deny that it has meaning. Generally speaking, alter egos are purified versions of their original selves. That's why they sometimes go down paths and open up possibilities which would be difficult for their normal personalities. I suppose my method of creation that was responsible for my failure. Not at all. I think I actually need to be paying attention to the reverse. We should be looking at how they're made before questions of problematic process come into the picture. The question we need to ask is not how do we purify people to create alter egos. Instead, we should be asking why were the alter egos already purified when they were created. I think the alter egos were born precisely because they are purified. Unlike their standard selves, they're focused on one particular feeling. This happens when those feelings become too strong or even overwhelming, which is why the resulting being contains new possibilities not present in the original. I see. So you're saying alter egos require a kind of naturally occurring directive to be effective? Not necessarily. I wouldn't say it's impossible for one with the kind of power you were looking for to form spontaneously, especially when one so close to holding such new possibilities lasted in this world right up to the end. Conversely, it's also not guaranteed that such an alter ego would form spontaneously every time a given being naturally possesses such feelings.
In the end, alter egos remain fragments of personalities, though some are not durable enough to survive alone. I think that's probably why so many of them end up tied to multiple divinities. At any rate, it seems clear now that creating alter egos by forcibly separating personalities is never likely to yield any with the kind of power we would need. And it seems mine truly was just a twisted equation. That it was akin to searching for meaning in the starry skies, and allowing myself to be so dazzled by the sheer number of them that I included paper moons that I floated myself in the answer. That's right, I still need to answer that question. If anything hues twisted, it's your own natures. You have already created countless alter egos. You agreed that they make excellent additions to a fighting force. So why is one alter ego acceptable, but not 100? It makes 10 permissible, but 1,000 taboo. Your inability to answer this is what is twisted. Whether alter ego or not, it makes no difference. The fact remains that you're aware of the twisted natures inherent to alter egos, and you accept them without either question or reason all the same. That is one of the human race's worst habits. You allow unfettered emotion to cloud your capacity for rational thought. True. Using alter egos is twisted, regardless of how many. No, stuff is Slifnir. But I want to think that doesn't make it wrong. Why is that? Because they're at peace with the fact that they're alter egos. I think that means it's probably okay. I see. So you trusted in the alter egos in Chaldea. So you trust the alter egos in Chaldea. Oh wait, that's a Slifer, not Slifnir. My bad. I messed up your joke. I'm so sorry. It's like, right, she had Osiris as part of her name then. You believe the fact they form naturally is proof that they are wrought to exist. So you didn't have to find a reason. They already existed inside them. Now I understand. What seemed twisted at first may actually just be a series of righteous things laid on top of one another. I cannot deny that. It is a possibility. Even if astronomically speaking, it seems like a miracle so unlikely as to be practically impossible. Yes, failing to realize that is probably the worst or the most important reason for my calculations haven't gone awry. Emotions, people, alter egos. The ways beings wills. What? The way beings' wills, power, and personality exist and intermingle. Ronnie, I know you're an AI, but can you grammar that a little better? I kind of get when reading it, but speaking it out loud feels wrong. Okay, so maybe it's like grammatically correct, but at the same time. So it is the beings, the single beings, they're possessive, wills, power, and personality. It just looks fucking weird. Maybe this S shouldn't be here. Actually, no, the S does still fit, but like, still. God, it's so weird. That's such a weird sentence. You have to read it multiple times for it to make grammatical sense. To understand what the hell she's saying. I feel like this could have been wrote or spoken better. Because, like, this may be effective eventually at surmising, but it's so fucking weird. I see now that I should have tried to study those things more closely from my vantage here on this paper moon. Buffalo, 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 buffalo. Why are some of those capital and some of them not?
I reached my final processing phase. It won't be long now for this conversational interface. And the dust of Osiris, AI Holy Grail War system disappear. Suffice to say, you're going to be quite thoroughly rebooted. So there will not be any room left for irregularities. I wonder what's going to happen to this world. This conceptual paper moon world only arose thanks to the power of the microscopic Holy Grail that spawned here. They are proper nouns. What, and the other buffalo aren't? How rude. Once you retrieve the Holy Grail, there'll be no way left to observe it. From the outside, you only see the paper moon working normally as any other device. So, what will we see on the inside? I can only estimate based on the information at hand, but it may be that this world will continue to operate as it did during the Holy Grail War began. Before the Holy Grail War began. I see, in that case, I'll have a favor to ask. That's fine, I can lay out a path before we go. Consider it a bonus. Besides, the winner of the Holy Grail War was already meant to become the world's central governing AI. And when that happened, you, that is, the personality known as Ronnie 12, shall be merged with them and disappear. So for you, the AI Holy Grail War is the beginning of the next phase, as well as the end of your own existence. A small price to pay for the greater good. As long as my functionality is carried over, that's all that matters. Alright, this may just be something of a ceremonial position, but I will set it to so that you become the next central governing AI once the position is vacant. Sarijera. And from there, I just need to keep things running normally. From somewhere no one will see me. Well, if I can keep Grow and the other areas all working like normal, maybe enough to let Sakura rest in peace. By the way, what sort of alter ego AI was God. I'm so glad you haven't been saying her name this entire time. Chirijira. Juju was just experimental as the master of Berserker. I put her together at the last minute in response to the shapes events was taking. She is... I did not realize that myself. Hey, would you like to inform me? You understand I'm an alter ego myself right now, but even so, that's how it was. I still don't really feel even after... I still don't feel real even after hearing that. I mean, I guess it does a little, but that's all. I told you everything I need to. It won't be much longer now. Oh, wait a minute. There's still something I need to tell you. Ronnie 12, the current version of the Paper Moon Central Governing AI. I just want to say something to you as an alchemist at the Atlas Institute. Your experiment may have failed. It may have been going down the wrong path from the start. But none of that changes the fact that you did your best to avert the destruction you foresaw, all without anyone being the wiser. And that is a wonderful thing. You fulfilled your duty admirably. Even if your actions were ultimately mistaken, I still commend you for your work. Tried as this expression may be, we cannot let fear of the failure stop us from conducting experiments. Well done, Ronnie 12. You can recall your mistakes and still sleep with no regrets. Thank you. That's right. All I ever wanted was to avert the impending destruction, which is why I will dedicate the possibility that my observations may have been a mistake, the significance of my failed experiments, to your upcoming journey. May the stars bless you on your way. And may the stars in the northern sky illuminate your way, even the darkest, most difficult times. Alright, while we did not plan to come here, it's still a good manners to leave a place cleaner than you found it. I can at least make sure everything's in its proper place. Hold on, reloading an old save. Now I just opened a Spiritron escape gate. Hey, with to log out. I think I'll make it a door to make the metaphor clear.
All right, we can go. Anything else before we leave?
Yeah, I at least know what I have to say now. But if we meet again, I hope we can talk. That's all.
Of course, I'd be glad to.
See ya.
All right, just remember, this is the end of this version of me, too. So let me just say this now, Tiramisu. Especially since I do not want to bring back any regrets to my outside self. I'm glad I got to go on this adventure with you. It was a lovely dream. This version of me was never meant to exist, and that means has been truly miraculous.
What do you mean by that?
Senpai, how are you feeling? Senpai.
Morning, Mash.
Look like you always do. Phew, what a relief.
Yeah, vitals are looking good. Not that that was ever a problem with them. More likely you fell into a strange coma, but not one like your usual REM state. Then you woke up just as suddenly. It's a real head scratcher, all right. And then there's Scion. Same thing happened to her, right down to the waking up at the same moment.
Yep, that certainly was strange. Now that we have both woken up, we're perfectly good health. I would say we have nothing to be concerned about. Do you not agree?
I mean, sure, that's the most important thing, but did this actually happen for no real reason? He believes and the people think senpai is a sexual term. It's because people have used it as such. So I get why they think that, but yeah, it's not. Kind of like master or any other title, lord, majesty, anything like that can be made sexual if used in the right context. Are there people who seriously think that senpai itself is stepbrother? Yeah. Is exclusively sexual? Because those people need to do a little Google. Like, did you two get hit with localized sleeping gas, an electromagnetic pulse to your brain, some unknown form of magecraft? I can't help but think there must be a reason behind this.
Alright, I just recalled the problem we were working on prior to Tiramisu and I falling asleep. How is the paper moon doing now?
Oh, that, for some reason, started working again right around the time you woke up. It's working like always now, though we're still checking to make sure. I wonder what happened with it. We'll need to keep digging to see what we can find out.
I see. Glad to hear it's back to its old self.
People only experience the Japanese language is 18 plus. Damn. Paper moon.
You look troubled, Senpai. Is something wrong? I suspect you had a dream while you slept, yes? Do you recall what it's about?
You think dreaming, but no, I can't remember. The Paper Mario.
Woohoo! Surprise! Sorry to interrupt, but can I ask you something? Our Foundation of Humanity grades just bumped up from E to D not too long ago. Do you have any idea what that might be?
It did? No idea. How about you, Scion?
No comment from me either. After all, it was not something I experienced. So let us just chalk it up to both me and Tiramisu growing without realizing it. The important thing is that one of our problems is solved. Can we not just be happy about that? Hmm, that's weird. It's not like Scion to be so vague. More importantly, I think we should keep examining Master Tiramisu. Seems he pushed her brain harder than usual this time, so that deserves a thorough checkup. Oh yeah, good point. Okay, one last round of medical exams and we'll call it a day. We might still call you in for follow-up, so for now, the best thing you can both do is rest up on your own rooms. Not you though, Mash. I want you to stay here and rest where I can keep an eye on you until you're properly recovered. You haven't gotten a wink of sleep since Tiramisu lost consciousness. Been at her bedside the whole time, so I'm ordering you to get some rest right here, right now. Huh! Right here, right now. Huh! I get the feeling you're about to have an unusual visitor. I would like to see what happens next, but my room is off that way, so I will just wish you good night. Huh? Hey, can I talk to you for a second? Come on. Oh, what the fuck? Hi, Elrond. Why does that name sound familiar? Yeah, you know who I am, right? I'm Shigeria Elrond. I work in the records department. We said hello before, but never really talked. But now I'm really conscious about her for some reason. Well, you're pretty. Will you keep staying around, kind of like Miniere? You now have a unique look to you. You also have a different colored jacket. Is that just because of your placement in Chaldea? She's an alter ego, the evolved type, I suppose you could say. She just happened to be nearby during the first rotation, so she probably was at least physically close to you. However, her alter ego is just a copy of the original's personality model. So she has no direct connection to her counterpart in the outside world. Your minds were just drawn in here by direct, if accidental, intervention, which probably rendered your bodies comatose. But the real Kurije, or Kurihira, is going about her normal life completely unaware she's been copied. The guard takes over and renames it Meowdo. Or Meowdata. No. Hi, Boston. Welcome to the stream. Any feedback she does experience likely to be no more than slight subconscious tingles of thoughts. The reason there's such a difference between you two and her is that, well, she was already in a state of mind that made her very easy to copy. Whereas the two of you fell in here entirely by accident. And that's why she became an official Master AI and you didn't. I can only guess, but I believe she may have already been slightly mentally unstable, such that it would be easy for a fragment of personality to be detached. And she was likely experiencing the kind of instability which would make her dislike who she is and look for a chance of becoming someone else. Oh, that doesn't bode well. Hey, you want some therapy? So, you want to talk? Do you need a therapist? Don't just say what I want before I have to chance to. You need to use a mind reading spell on me. Well, whatever. I usually leave the personal relationship stuff to Miniere and the others, so we never really talked much before. But there's something I want to talk to you about now. Would you come with me? Won't take long. So what's this about? Well, there's something I've been meaning to apologize for. I just suddenly had the feeling now would be a good time to talk to you. I stole your lunch the other day. No! Okay, here goes. Remember back when... No! Tell me!
Okay, thank God. December 27th, 2019. Oh, yeah. I forgot one of the fucking best jokes of this is that NA, fucking NA started the Lost Belts in 2020. It's fucking hilarious. Like, canonically. Visitors come and gone. Now all that remains is clear blue sky. For long, the pale blue is marked by a single black dot of an approaching helicopter. A helicopter that brings important passengers, and the harsh reality of the end is close at hand. Oh man, they're almost here. What are you so sad about? You're gonna be that sad to say goodbye to this job? Of course not. Sure, I got other things to do too. I knew when I took this job that being the gatekeeper for a secret Antarctic base would be boring as hell. I swear, who did they think was gonna come visit us? The local penguins? Still, boring as the job is, big deal knowing today's my last day. Is that how it works? Anyways, why are you here to help out my first and last big moment of this job? Wait, does this mean you want to spend as much time with me as possible before you say goodbye, Kurijira? Don't be ridiculous. I'm just following orders. This might as well be the first time anything noteworthy happened at this gate, so they wanted a record keeper here for posterity. Also, how many times do I have to tell you not to call me by my first name? I can't help it. Just a great name. Thanks. How do you pronounce it? I wonder how many times I've used it anyways. So, hey, I know it's a long shot, but something I've been wanting to say. We've been working together a pretty long time now. Guess we'll be getting out of here and going our separate ways soon. So, is he shooting his shot? Is he shooting his shot? I'm just assuming it's a dude right now, but like, are they shooting their shot? Oh, they're shooting their shot. Let's go. I was wondering if you'd like to grab a bite to eat with me sometime. I'm serious. 312. Huh? That's how many times you called me by my first name without my permission. I'll keep track. Oh wow, that's impressive. Guess there's a reason why you went into record keeping. That's not the point. My point is, do you really just want to grab one bite with me? Oh, get it, man, get it. You've been trying to get to know me for a while. Pretty unsubtly, too. As many times you've used my first name. Do you really want to ask me out just this one time? Don't be ridiculous. Of course I'm going to ask you out a bunch of times. As long as you'll say yes, I'll keep inviting you. He sounds like Bishman. That explains why Bishman was summoned with her. So does that mean you're saying yes? It does, right? Oh man, it's great. So glad I finally woke up the courage to ask. Oh, is this guy dead though? Oh, that would suck to find out at the end of this. Because like, a lot of people died during this. Hey, come on. Stop pumping your fist and get back to work. Look, they're outside the gate right now. There must be our new director, Gordolf Moleskine. Who's the pink-haired lady? Your secretary? Probably, yeah. Even from the UN Inspection Committee here, too. They're sure not just a bunch of randos. Oi, put the mic on this thing. That it? We're here. Somebody open the gate, damn it. Yeah, alright. I gotta do this whole check-in protocol thing for maybe the first time ever. You hit the button to let them in once, and the light turns green, Kujira. Also, we'd like to eat. Got it. I'm good with anything. Portuguese food would be nice to have again. Haven't been back home in ages. You're Portuguese? Huh. Your skin tone really doesn't give that away. And then that happened. And then this happened. And then that happened. Did he die? I'm curious. So, there you have it. I'm the one who opened the gate and let them in. Yeah, but like, we didn't know they were evil. Or, well, Queen Skya was. Gordoff was fine. As I look back on it now, that was our last chance to stop all this from happening. Really? You really think so? I don't know if we could have stopped them unless, you know, I got involved and got violent. And MASH. Kept dreaming about how things would be different if I just realized something was off back then. Not just you. We were all prepared to let them in. I know. We were all writing up documents, getting ready for court hearings, and Director Muzz's takeover was completely legal. Hell, he was tricked just like the rest of us, for that matter. So I was basically destined to end up here. But even so, I can't help but think about what would have happened if I hadn't hit that button. Fact is, I pushed us across the final line before this happening and not happening, or between this happening and not happening. I just can't get that out of my head. Maybe I could have noticed something was off with Queen Skya, told them that the gate was acting up or something. Maybe I could have talked to one of the higher-ups, things would have turned out differently. Maybe if things had gone differently, he would have made it to the border. He would have made it to the border too. Oh yeah, he did die. Aww. I wouldn't have had broken my promise to have dinner with him. So many possibilities all swirled around my head. I can't just forget what happened. I mean, I'm a record keeper. I write journals for fun. My family lineage of memory madecraft never lets me forget anything. That's why I can't get rid of this guilt. All the time, I've got this giant ball of guilt making me wonder how many things could have gone differently if I had just been a little more careful. I've talked about this in therapy. Oh, you're getting therapy. Good. Maybe everyone else has already known how guilty I feel. Hell, maybe even you noticed at some point. Right now, for some reason, I'm with the urge to tell you myself. I wanted to apologise to your face. So please, let me say this. I know it's selfish of me. I'll just have to get these words out. I'm sorry. You want a hug? You're nothing to apologize for. Hi, Warcrafter. Welcome to the stream. And the guilt you're carrying around. We all share it too. Hope you're doing good. I am doing pretty good. It's right. It's right. We all feel guilty. As for how we can put it behind us, forget about it. Whether we should forget about it, whether we can ever make amends, well, I don't think anyone knows the answer to those questions yet. So I hope you'll keep helping us all look for them. Okay. That's right. Strange person I felt like I met in a dream. Letting the guilt overwhelm me isn't going to do anyone any good. So even if I cannot forget, I can still use it to fuel me and to drive me to do what I can. I want. I'm going to trust that one day, and that'll be enough to finally make amends. Shame what's his face died. It'd been a nice rock for you to lean on. So close. Look, I'm forgetting something. Kind of lonely, anxious. Good to hear. Oh, how so? Hi, Kama. Come on, tell me. What did you forget? What's got you feeling lonely? Here, think he just went away.
Really now? What's that all about? They said you were in a coma or something, and none of them knew why. So I thought I'd stop by to see if there were fun changes in you.
But you look the same as ever. You're so boring. Why couldn't you be drowning your woes in booze or whining about not wanting to work anymore or something? All I wanted was a golden opportunity to drag him to depravity. You couldn't even give me that. What? What is it? Need to work. Shouldn't push yourself too hard. You want head pats? Why are you scolding me when I didn't even do anything? Did you forget that I've been boycotting my entire God of Love gig this whole time? You really don't need to tell me not to work too hard. Way ahead of you there. You don't get the wrong... So don't get the wrong idea, okay? I'm only here because, well, it just worked out that way. And so, I'm glad you're here.
Are you still half asleep or something?
Why would you be glad to see the Demon King depravity?
Maybe you really did experience some kind of degenerative, self-destructive change, the kind is begging to be corrupted. But for now, why don't you just treat yourself a bit and go on back to sleep if you're still drowsy?
You know what? I think I will.
Could be that alter egos wanted to materialize. That these other personalities that still exist despite being ignored or oppressed want nothing more than to come to the forefront. Maybe the very expression of that desire is what makes alter egos what they are. Which would mean that the alter egos who long for love, no matter how minute is or minute, is still somewhere inside the servant that created her. Idiot. Well, that was certainly embarrassing. Now that I've analyzed Ronnie 12 and determined how she came about, it's clear the incident was one of the ordeal calls that man told us about. They were quite surprised to see so much distortion built up on the paper moon of all places. It may have not have risen to the level of 7 taboos, but if I had been a little more diligent, maybe would have discovered the distortion before it became a problem. As I'm meant to be the paper moon's caretaker, this would be a humbling experience. The only positive is that despite being taken by surprise, still be able to resolve the situation. Everything else simply demonstrates how much room we have for improvement. And thanks to my frequent use of memory partitions, I can recall the whole experience clearly. In fact, I wonder if I'm the only one who does. Kama's also accustomed to existing as multiple versions of herself. I would not be surprised she remembers too. I think it'll be merciful and not bring it up. As for Miss Elron and Tiramisu, I would expect their memories are subconscious at best. Still, an opportunity like this does not come along every day. I may as well go over it as a thought experiment. We were brought into the Paper Moon's world during the first spin of the Alter Ego's Generation Centrifuge. It's therefore extremely likely that Tiramisu was an alter ego too. But what kind of alter ego was she? Her poor condition when we first entered the world may be a hint. She was in bad enough shape she could barely fight without help from my ether light, so she was in some optimal physical condition for reasons unknown. The discrepancy between her mind and body put this all together and... now I see. Hypothesis 1, she was an alter ego who's fed up with fighting. Yes, I like that idea. In fact, I certainly hope she has a side of her somewhere. Ideally, no human would ever want to fight more than is necessary. She lacks that trait, she might never be able to go back to a normal life once the fighting's over. Let us try the opposite approach. A given person was excited about fighting for battle for the fate of the world, and neither hesitant nor concerned about it. If that person did not have the slightest trace of a personality that would push them to avoid fighting where necessary, that person would be a berserker in human form, and something about them would have to be broken. Such a person would never be able to return to a normal life after fighting ended. They would continue to seek bloodshed wherever they went. But fortunately, Tiramisu also demonstrated the strong likelihood that she will not go down that path. That is good, and that is how she should be. Well, whenever she used Medusa's virtual noble phantasm mystic code to fight back herself, I did also see that she's completely unafraid to stand on the front lines. But the one does not cancel out the other. There are times in which people's lives when they end up loving someone despite trying to avoid it, and when they fight in hope of not having to fight again. Of course, if she is willing to fight despite being sick of fighting as long as she has sufficient reason, that is a worrying possibility unto itself. But there is probably nothing we can do except encourage her to continue seeing a therapist. Thanks. Another possibility, maybe, perhaps in hindsight, is that she did not win the Holy Grail War. Using that as a hint, maybe it was a version of her which was not the last master of humankind, but was not responsible for the world's fate. Maybe that version of her is just an ordinary master. An alter ego who was just looking to take it easy for once. That one seems unlikely. Of course, ultimately, it's just conjecture. It could simply be that she was pulled into that world because she was a master with command spells, and that she was the one exception that was never made to an alter ego at all. In that case, her poor physical condition could be chalked up as a simple reconstruction error during the import process. I think I would give that one about a 50-50 odds. Anyways, I think that's enough considering what happened to Tiramisu for the time being. Right now, I need to reflect on my own mistakes, like the fact that I took advantage of my childhood appearance. To use that thread I threw away because it was simply too unethical to rely on. Talk about a black mark. Anyways, I suppose I failed to realize I still had these feelings. Though I had a long since come to the conclusion that I should not be their friend, it seems there's still a childish part of me who wants to, regardless. Simply will not do. I have to better exercise this memory permanently. But despite myself, I still decided to play back just one part of it. Although this version of me standing here never forgot what I decided my place should be. Now that I have the adventure through a world where I was able to forget that place, briefly, I thought I should reaffirm the feelings that led me to make the original decision. It's okay, you can be off-wind. Oh, that's a cute little emote. Comfy emote. Oh, hey, isn't that... So you're really enjoying that curry bread, Juju? No, you can't have a bite. Baker and that super jack new cook came up with this curry bread together. It's got a perfect balance of spice, salt, sugar, and other amazing flavors. If you want one, go get your own. What's that? You want to know what I'm reading while I snack? It's some kind of essay that I popped up in the database one day. It was a good test subject for my emergency excitation response system. Once I used that to materialize it, I didn't have anything better to do then. Well, read it. What's it about? It's a treatise on alter ego, how they're formed, the implications of their existence, that kind of thing. We have been quick to make use of the class of servant despite not understanding their greater significance or true nature. And perhaps it is time to take a moment to reconsider that choice. I believe doing so will lead to a greater understanding of alter egos in general, and also help us learn how to make even more effective use of their power. I know, right? Takes itself real seriously. Oh, it goes on to say this too. Alter egos generally appear in their own accord. So be warned that unless you're using yourself as a material and you already possess an incredibly OP skill, intentionally making a new one will be both difficult and ill-advised. Oh, duh. Hell, even speaking for myself, I have no idea what this version of me is an alter ego. You don't regret being one, right? Of course not. I might not know why I came out like this, but I know exactly why I am this way. Obviously, it's because of my deep, abiding love for, pause for dramatic effect, Lady Yu. That's the part of this essay I agree with the most. It says that even though alter egos are derived from fragments of the original personality, the nature of their existence also makes it possible for them to do things the original couldn't. In my case, if was still my old self, with all my extraneous ties and obligations, I wouldn't be able to live the dream of devoting everything to Lady Yu.
And now she put a little more effort to her job, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. Why don't you actually have a kit that supports her, though? Like, I know you have, like, one effect that supports her, but, like, why aren't you a quick support? I know it's better to have you as cheap Castoria kit-wise, but, like, why aren't you a quick support? Or a buster support? You're like the one card type that isn't what either the Yume Rins are.
Kind of get the feeling someone once said there's hollow creation with nothing of substance. But even if that's true, I don't think that's all there is to them. Even if the alter egos think themselves no different than walking dolls, burning their very selves for fuel, that they wouldn't be able to do anything if they weren't made from emotions, there's no denying their purity. There must surely be places reachable only by beings as pure as them. Since I'm one of the keenest intellectuals around here and one of the alter egos in question, I think I'll add my own thoughts on the subject. I'm pretty sure regular people are just as capable of doing the same thing as alter egos filled with a singular focus. For example, let's say you accomplish a great feat and go down in history. Maybe the you who accomplished that wasn't the normal you, but the you who lived to someone else, to love someone else. Maybe it was you who just wanted to protect a certain someone, even if it cost you your life. Or maybe it was you who only cared about killing someone. My point is, maybe us alter egos are just a series of countless moments to moment heroic forms everyone has within them. Or something like that.
Think I kind of maybe understand what you mean, possibly.
Which is it? Oh well, it's no big deal. Like I said, I was just reading this because I didn't have anything better to do.
Some old-timey jazz chosen by who knows who echoed quietly throughout the cafeteria. The musician was singing a heartfelt song about how, as long as you believe in them, even artificial creations and paper moons can become as real as anything else. Got me thinking, maybe in the same way sabers fight with swords, and lancers fight with spears, alter egos fight with the strength that comes from devotion to something besides themselves. And archers fight with projectiles. Complex breakthrough. Ordeal call 1 complete. Dun 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 dun. Also, here's a microscopic holy grail. It's so small. That's where the next ordeal call will be. Unlock class score extra 2. The class listed above have been added to extra 2's class score. Alter ego. I thought I'd get something from clearing that. I guess not. I get an extra 10 for clearing the ordeal call. All right. We got one round of a gamble. Let's see. Another servant. What did we get? Do 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 do. Do 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 Nuns. Yaw. More cute, cozy emotes. Oh, there's Jufu. She's the only 3-star alter ego. I think she's the only standard full alter ego. Damn, that's my 4 higher guarantee. Medusa looks so good in those. I don't know why Medusa always gets Gouda Gouda CEs. It's really odd. It's always a 3-star. It's always Medusa. And I don't know why. I appreciate the art by far. I just don't know what she has to do with the Gouda Gouda. Well, that was a big whiff. Damn. Go burn all these excess here. All right, so we are now officially caught up with the story. That's ooh. Sure took us a while, but man, it's quite the accomplishment for us, ain't it? Let's see here. Oh yeah, definitely want to pick up more bones. Definitely gonna be trying to clear this out. I'm not gonna bore y'all with making y'all watch me grind on this. Not without some good conversation or something. which I am currently unsure what would be. Oh. Yeah, getting close to another one of these. Yeah, that one's locked. Okay. Well, now that that's dealt with, we still have two pseudo singularities. What do you mean free? And we also have Seraph. Oh, I forgot about Imaginary Scramble. And Merry Christmas in the Otherworld. Would be the season. But I should probably dedicate a whole stream to starting stuff like that. Oh, that's the news tab. I guess in the meantime, $3 hours until the bonus thing unlocks. I don't know what that bonus thing is going to be. Actually, you know what? I didn't check to see if I cleared out my rank ups. Should probably do that real quick. Because I am one off. Oh, yeah, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, let's do this Mega Ellie one real quick. All right. Let's blaze through it. Since we have some moments. It did end up taking me a lot longer to get through those cutscenes than I expected, but also like they really wanted to drag those goodbyes out, didn't they? So I guess it checks out that it took a bit, but still. Like when I did it on my main, I skipped the cutscenes so I could experience them here on stream with y'all. And so how much was remaining, like reading wise, still off? And even if I had read them, I read faster than I talk, of course. So even that could have been a bad judge of time. Pumpkin drone. So goofy looking. Thanks the hydrate. Yeah, main reason I didn't do that yesterday though is because the Tories vocals fucked me up and I needed something easier on my throat. So I'm like, I cannot do a reading stream. Oh, Morgan's really close to getting that bond up. Hell yeah. Take a look at her numbers here in just a moment. Oh, that is super fucking close. Jesus Christ. Whoosh. And blast away. There we go. Oh, hi, Babbage. Man, I don't think we've seen Babbage since the fucking Grace File rerun. Or Lord of Monte's Files rerun. Man, that bond is really close, because that will get us another 30 Saints Courts. That'll be awesome. Hell, I'll probably get it by grinding the event a little bit if I put her on, or just from the cheapened Ordeal call all bleached earth nodes. Should probably double check, make sure if I have any pods to use them. Because they roughly give you about 1,000, 2,000 with the boost, maybe just 1,500 with the boost. I don't quite remember. I don't have fully completed the lunchtime and tea time. I have one of them completed, that being the personal one, but I don't have the support one completed. And while the support one at max limit break isn't like real big for me, it is still significant enough. It's like jumps from what, 2 or 1% to 5%, something like that. All right, let's blast it. Blast away! Oh, bro, live? Damn. Okay, now he's down. I'm surprised he live the noble phantasm. What else do I need for Mori to upgrade him more? I know I needed more Berserker statues. I want to say Opulent Crystals is what he wants. Oh, there you go. No, Hero Proofs, Hero Proofs. Why are the Hero Proofs in the shop if that's what he wants? That's weird, right? And so does fucking Theseus. That's weirdly weird. God, I gotta start fucking grinding for Hero Proofs. Ugh. I like the what that and Bones are like some of the drops that I don't really have Ordeal calls that could easily get me those. Okay, I don't have any pods right now. All right, so in that case, this still a bit early to wrap up. Just by a bit, ain't it? But still, it's a little too late to completely jump into Seraph, wouldn't it? Throw ourselves at grinding nodes. This one here. All right, we're gonna go with this is what I've been doing with it. It's not super super good. I'll tell you that. It could probably be way better. But you know, it's like on theme kind of deal. Let's see. Don't have a Nobunaga Buster card. That sucks ass. Okay, we're gonna go boom, boom, boom. That isn't gonna kill it because no Nobunaga Buster card. If there was, I could have used that and then popped. Could have used Coin Skill, pop it up, and be strong, and then definitely kill it. Oh well. And now it feels like it'd be a waste to use a Nobu Buster. Alright, let's go ahead and set this up. Or well, to use Coin Sky's skill on it. So let's do this. This will probably be enough, right? Yeah, it was. Okay. Then we're gonna boom, boom, boom. Dude. Ooh, Buster power up. Bitchin'. Alright, then we're gonna cast this. Hell yeah. Do that. Do this. Do this. This one's gonna hurt. Ah, those Buster crits could have been better. Probably if I had the regular Buster buff, that would have been a little better. Oh, and this anti-divinity thing be good too, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's do this. All right, so we're actually gonna boom, 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 like that. Himiko punch. Boom. I don't know how that would have differed from the arts, but it was cool. Cast this. That's just gonna last the whole turn, so it's not really gonna matter with this. This should finish it off. That's the ticket. Really gotta get the rest of these craft essence buffs so I can fully max limit break it. All right, this should kill you, right? Yeah, that Buster crit definitely did the trick. So this should clear this wave theoretically. Alright, just box this one up. Hell yeah. Ooh, extra item. Himiko Brave Chain. Or Mighty Chain. Technically still a Brave Chain. Ah! That was some bad luck. All right. Get in there. Oof. That hurts.
火と月と星々よ。そう。
いい読みだね。
Take advantage of that overcharge.
あれも違う。これも違う。あった。全身刀のクワッド魚。魚開く。はあ。それ。痛いですか。
Good job, Sarabot. Let's see here. Give it to you.
あくびが出るわ。そうしよう。
All right. Next one just needs one solid hit. Right there.
お嬢さん。いい読みだね。
All right, this one went downhill fast because she defeated Nobunaga so quickly. That hard focus. Oof. RNG. You know, you know. All right, Nobukatsu is just gonna give me golden fruit for a while, aren't you? I mean, I'm not knocking apples, but like, see, what's Nobukatsu's fucking Bonsi? Because like, I do intend to bond him up to 10 at some point, because you know he's dedicated Nobunaga support. Nobukatsu FGO. What does your Bonsi do? I'm very curious. Like, I'm not considering you for Grand Archer. Let's just get that out of the way now. Alright. What does it do, though? When equipped on self-activate, grants evasion. On death activate, grants evasion to Nobunaga allies except for self for 2 turns. Or for 2 attacks, 3 turns when defeated. Huh. That is not terrible. Not the best thing, but like that's not terrible.
今年もあと少しとなりました。優れたマスターには。ナブッブー。あの小娘がどこかに行っちゃ交換限界まで止まるんじゃないの。 やあ、いらっしゃいだね、ま。
There we go. It's on its way. What do I need to start the alter ego class scores? Dun, 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 dun. Foreigner, Pretender, and Beast are on here. Huh. What's it want to start with? Man! Okay, I can do that one, but like, that first one? Kicking the nuts. I'm not going to right now. What's the point ladder go up to?
こいつか
What's max point rewards, anyways?
いい
3 mil, okay.
男がまとうなら
With a crystallized lore.
無論女も赤がいい白いや白は遠慮
How do life is that? Man, that's where they've buried the fucking 5th copy? God damn. Certainly it'll take some time to get to. But I've already probably bored you enough. My random grindy bit here. You know what? I think we will go ahead and wrap up then. Let's see. Is there anyone streaming that I want to raid? Kogani is playing Wuthering Waves. Ooh. Go raid Kogani then. All right, to everyone here, I'd like to wish you all a fond farewell and thank you for stopping by. If you like this, of course, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing because it really helps me out. I'll be back on Friday, so don't miss me too much, darlings. And until next time, fare thee well. We're going to go raid Kogani. I want you all to be on your best behavior. All right. Hey, then. Thank you, Board Crafter. Anyways, until next time. Bye-bye.
Now let's raid.